And now Denerim is under assault by the Darkspawn. The death toll will be staggering. I wish you luck, Grey Warden, for all our sakes.
I apologize, but there are urgent matters I must deal with. Please seek me out another time. We have sent messengers to Orlais. With any luck, the Empress will send us help within a week. I think it entirely possible, however, that she has written Ferelden off as a lost cause already, and will seek to defend her empire first. Perhaps the Grey Wardens of Orlais will be able to march and reach us in time. We should not rely on their arrival, even so.
Good evening, my lord. It is an honor to meet you. There was some groaning after the men received word about the coming race to Denerim tomorrow, but nothing serious. I think many are uneasy about facing the Great Horde. We will be outnumbered, it is said, but we have no choice. There are thousands of innocents in Denerim. My own family is there. Thank you. You can't imagine what a relief it is to hear you say that. We are concerned that Darkspawn assassins might be sent into the camp to harm you or the king. No doubt you could defend yourself from such an attack, but we would prefer you to rest easy. For a few hours at least. I am not certain. On one hand, I yearn for the capital to be defended. There are so many lives at stake. But it feels as if we are rushing to our doom. Do you truly feel that we have a chance of winning? I hope you are right. I will pray for it. Of course, my lord. Good luck to you. It is an honor, Grey Warden. It is an honor, Grey Warden.
And what word have we from Orzammar? Has House Claret sent their men, or haven't they?
They're stalling, which is as good as a no. House Claret's feud with House Romald has flared up again since their son died in that Deep Roads business. So naturally, they're pleading the need for self-defense.
Huh. Fine time to start with that nonsense again. I've half a mind to... Evening to you, Grey Warden. I didn't realize you were still up and about. Nothing that can be dealt with now, I'm afraid. Just one of the houses being thicker than the stone that made them.
Once all of this blight business is done, there will be a reckoning in the Assembly.
They're probably half hoping we'll all wind up dead. That way they'll have one of the strongest forces left in Orzammar.
Enough to face the Darkspawn all on their own, I suppose? That's exactly the kind of half-arsed thinking that got us into the mess after Endrin passed.
It was our good fortune that you decided to go to Orzammar when you did, Grey Warden. For all that a surfacer needed our help, I expect we needed yours more.
And so you should be. I was hoping you'd have some Grey Warden trick up your sleeve, truth be told.
Are things truly that desperate? Do we stand a chance of losing? I hope you're right. Under the open sky is a terrible place to consider dying, that's for sure.
Right. Off to camp with both of you, and keep the drunkenness to a minimum. We have a long way to go yet. Pleasant evening to you, Grey Warden, and good fortune on the field of battle. Good fortune to you, Grey Warden.
The Grey Wardens and the dwarves have
calls.
always been allies. It is the Grey Wardens and the dwarves have always been allies. It is a pleasure to join you.
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive? Redcliffe? I know little of it except that it is the domain of the Earl of Redcliffe. Redcliffe? I wonder how the name came to be. Is the clay here red? There are places in this world where the clay is a bright, strange red, and often, in the legends of such places, it is the red of blood. The blood of 1,000 men slaughtered in battle, or that of an innocent, unjustly slain. It stains the land that it may never be forgotten. Perhaps Redcliffe has one such tale. But I do not know it. Well, aren't you sweet and attentive?
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife? There's wonderful news. Arl Eamon has been cured of his strange illness, and not only is he better, but he's also called the nobility to Denerim to settle the succession. Seems he's found some unknown son of Merrick's, of all things, and he says he should be the rightful king. I just hope they finally get to fighting the Darkspawn.
Enchantment? Enchantment!
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
There you are. Let's go see what Riordan has to say.
You're both here. Good. Please know I assumed you had already been told. Otherwise I would have told you this when you freed me in Denerim. I'm sorry.
What is it? What are you apologizing for?
Tell me, have you ever wondered why the Grey Wardens are needed to defeat the Darkspawn? That is exactly what it involves. The Archdemon may be slain, as any other Darkspawn, but should any other than a Grey Warden do the slaying, it will not be enough. The essence of the beast will pass through the taint to the nearest Darkspawn and will be reborn anew in that body. The dragon is thus all but immortal. But if the Archdemon is slain by a Grey Warden, its essence travels into the Grey Warden instead. A Darkspawn is an empty, soulless vessel, but a Grey Warden is not. The essence of the Archdemon is destroyed, and so is the Grey Warden.
Meaning, the Grey Warden who kills the Archdemon dies?
Yes. Without the Archdemon, the Blight ends. It is the only way. As far as we know, the transfer of the Archdemon's essence is automatic. If one of us is not present when the killing blow is made, it is all for nothing. There is no other way. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. We keep it secret for the same reason the joining is kept secret. Who would become a Grey Warden if they knew the end that might await them? And yet there must be Grey Wardens. Without us, there is no hope. It warms my heart to see such courage. But do not hurry so to sacrifice your life. If possible, the final blow should be mine to make. I am the eldest, and the taint will not spare me much longer. But if I fail, the deed falls on you. The blight must be stopped now, or it will destroy all of Ferelden before the rest of the Grey Wardens can assemble. Remember that. But enough. There will be much to do tomorrow, and little enough time to rest before it. I will let you return to your rooms.
I will see you once the army is ready to march, then. I guess this ends soon. One way or another.
That it does, my friend. That it does. You should get some sleep before morning.
It has begun.
Do not be alarmed. It is only I. I snuck past the guards, but I have announced myself to you. I wish us to speak. I have a plan, you see. A way out. The loop in your hole. I know what happens when the Archdemon dies. I know a Grey Warden must be sacrificed, and that sacrifice could be you. I have come to tell you that this does not need to be. I offer a way out for all the Grey Wardens, that there need be no sacrifice. A ritual, performed on the eve of battle, in the dark of night. It is old magic, from a time before the Circle of Magi was created. Some might call it blood magic, but that is but a name. There is far more to fear in this world than names. From Flemeth, of course. I have known about it for some time. I did. Would you have believed me if I had been the one to tell you? I have my doubts. Perhaps, but that price need not be so unbearable, especially if there is much to be gained. All I ask is that you listen to what I have to offer, nothing more. What I propose is this. Lay with me, here tonight, and from our joining, a child will be conceived. The child will bear the taint, and when the Archdemon is slain, its essence will seek the child like a beacon. At this early stage, the child can absorb that essence and not perish. The Archdemon is still destroyed with no Grey Warden dying in the process. Think about what I offer you. The chance to avoid death. Or better yet, the chance to slay the Archdemon and live as a hero. No Grey Warden has ever done this. In return, I conceive a child. One who will be born with the soul of an old god. After this is done, you allow me to walk away. And you do not follow. Ever. The child will be mine to raise as I wish. This is what my mother intended when she sent me with you. She was the one who first gave me this ritual and told me of what I was meant to do. This does not surprise you, does it? Did you not wonder why Flemeth saved your life? Why she aided you? This is why. What is important is that I am offering this to you now. It will work, and it will save your life. Caring for you, as I've come to? That was not part of the plan. But I cannot let what I feel interfere with what I must do. This is important to me. The fact that it may save your life makes me all the more determined to see it done. Please, do not... cloud the issue. If you feel anything for me, then accept that it will make what we must do that much easier. After the Archdemon has been slain? No. No, you will never see me again. Refuse my offer, however, and I leave now. This is simply how it must be. As you wish. Ignoring that after but one night it could barely be called a child, no, it will not be hurt. It will be changed. Allow me to say that what I seek is the essence of the old god that once was, and not the dark forces that corrupted it. Some things are worth preserving in this world. Make of that what you will. I do not wish to tell you. The child will represent freedom. For an ancient power, a chance to be reborn apart from the taint. Is that not reason enough to do it? I will raise the child apart from the rest of society and teach it to respect that from which it came. Beyond that, you need know nothing else. No, you never will. This is all I ask in return for freeing you from the burden the Grey Wardens have placed upon you. Then you have decided? Why? Because of Leliana? Do you truly believe that she would condemn you or any other Grey Warden to death when it could be avoided? Consider the possibility that Riordan may not be there to make the final blow as he plans. What then? Do you run away? I am glad to make this offer to you after all we have meant to each other. Certainly the act of laying together is not such a burden. I see. There is, of course, another option. I speak, of course, of Alistair. He is a Grey Warden just as you are, and would also serve for the ritual. The trick, of course, would be to get him to comply. To me, he would not listen, but to you, I think he just might. If you will not even lay with me to save your own life, why not? I care for you, and would prefer you to be the father of this child were there 100 Grey Wardens here tonight. But if you will not do it, then I must find another. You will advise him to do so, and because he trusts you more than he would ever trust me, he will comply. Consider the alternative. If Riordan fails, do you think Alistair will hesitate? He will die the hero of Ferelden, Marik's son, and you will be forgotten. If you would rather, consider Leliana. What do you think she would advise, if she knew the life of her beloved was at risk? I think you know. You have good reasons to tell him to save his own life if you will not take part in the ritual yourself. Consider carefully. A wise decision. I shall wait here then while you go and speak with Alistair. I urge you to be convincing.
You should get some sleep before morning. There will be much to do when you...
I shall do it.
I see you can't sleep either. I also saw Morrigan outside your room earlier, and the look she gave me... Ooh, that was icy even for her. Is something up? Not really. All these men look at me and I see it in their eyes. I'm their king. Suddenly it feels so real. But now you're changing the subject. This isn't about me, this is about Morrigan. I'm tired, but I'm not stupid. What did she want? This is what I get for becoming king. Everyone always brings you the bad news. So what is it then? Rats running amok? Cheese supplies run low? I can take it. friends, I owe you everything. Even if you did go and make me king. Why? Why so ominous? You mean with the Archdemon, right? If you mean running away, I can't do that, but you don't mean that, do you? What is this about? Oh, something Morrigan cooked up, no doubt. What do you need me to do? Cute. This is payback, right, for all the jokes? But you're not joking. You're actually serious? Wow. Be killed by the Archdemon or sleep with Morrigan. How does someone make that kind of choice? You're not actually asking me this, are you? What kind of ritual is this, anyway? What? I must be hearing things, but are you telling me to impregnate Morrigan in some kind of magical sex rite? This child. Why would Morrigan want such a thing? Does she want an heir to the throne? Oh, well, that's so much better, don't you think? Here I was, worried about creating another bastard heir, and I didn't even consider that it might also be some dragon god, whatever. Look, even if I was willing to do this, and I'm not saying I am, do you really think this is a good idea? You're my friend, but we're talking about Morrigan. I suppose not. Not that the idea of sleeping with your woman exactly thrills me either, now that you mention it. Trust you? Very well. I do trust you. Oh, where is she? Let's go and get this over with before I change my mind.
'Twould seem your talk is done.
Great. This isn't a dream after all.
What is it to be, then? Has a decision been reached? The only other way was with you, unless you have changed your mind.
What's this? I didn't realize that was an option.
A wise decision. Come, my love. Put the thoughts of the ritual aside and let us make this last night together one to remember.
We have gathered all the forces we can. The Darkspawn horde is sure to reach the capital before us. So we must race to Denerim as quickly as we can. The lives of many thousands hang in the balance. We must not forsake them. You have gathered an army to replace the one lost at Ostagar, Grey Warden. Let us pray that it will be enough.
Before us stands the might of the Darkspawn horde. Gaze upon them now, but fear them not. This man beside me is a native of Ferelden, now risen to the ranks of the Grey Wardens. He is proof that glory is within reach of us all. He has survived despite the odds, and without him, none of us would be here. Today, we save Denerim! Today, we avenge the death of my husband, your King Caelan! But most of all, today, we show the Grey Wardens that we remember and honor their sacrifice! For Ferelden! For the Grey Wardens!
The Darkspawn have sensed us. Come!
One more.
ahead. I am exhausted! Most excellent!
As you say.
Darkspawn! Our skill has won the day.
You have something to say, do you? I see. Let me talk then, and you shall listen. I shall be brief. What was done had to be done. I regret it not. I shall be leaving, as I said, and so this entanglement of ours must end. Do you understand? Yes. If it shall make this easier, then yes. That is all it was. An entanglement and nothing more. I am sorry, but this is how it must be. You have something to say, do you? There is much to be done, and quickly. Do not waste your time on me.
You've managed to fight your way to the gates. We're doing better than I hoped.
That will change quickly.
Bloody nug runners. We're outnumbered 3 to 1.
What are we to do now, Riordan? You have a plan, I assume?
The army will not last long, so we need to move quickly to reach the Archdemon. I suggest taking Alistair and no more than 2 others with you into the city. Anyone you don't bring with you can remain here to prevent more Darkspawn from entering Denerim on our tails. We're going to need to reach a high point in the city. I'm thinking the top of Fort Draken might work.
The top of... You want to draw the dragon's attention?
We have little choice, though I warn you that as soon as we engage the beast, it will call all its generals to help it. I can sense 2 generals in Denerim. You may wish to seek them out before going to Fort Draken.
I am sure that if we did slay those generals, it would stop the Darkspawn in the city from doing a lot of harm.
It may also waste resources trying to find them. The decision is up to you. Neither of them are near Fort Draken currently, but there are too many Darkspawn here to tell you more. There are already several units of our allies within the city by now. They may be able to come to your assistance if you call them, but their strength will be limited. Now, who do you wish to take with you into the city?
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
Fair enough. Anyone else will need to remain here and assist in keeping more Darkspawn from coming in the gates behind us. Who will lead them?
Very likely.
Good. That should be sufficient. Nothing you have done has prepared you for what you face now. May the Maker watch over you.
So this is it then. All that we've been through has led up to this. Whatever happens now, to either of us, know that I am proud, infinitely proud, to have called you friend. Farewell. And may the Maker watch over you.
So, this is it. Well, I thought I might go back and see Felsi. Find out if there's anything still there. But first, I want to say something. I'll make it quick. You took in a drunken disgrace of an Orzammar warrior. You gave me a reason to fight, and the will to keep going. You helped me find the one woman in the sodding world who might put up with me. And you helped me get past Bronca so I could have someone new. I owe you a lot, Warden. I consider it a fine honor to die for you and your cause. We might, and we might not. I'm betting on not. Let the stone turn red from the blood of heroes. Today, I will be the warrior you taught me to be.
So the Archdemon is next, is it? Part of me is glad that it has decided to leave me here at the gate, but the other part is apprehensive. I would almost say that I feel concern for something other than myself, even maybe for a soft, squishy companion. But that would be silly, wouldn't it? I know. Please do not tell anyone. I doubt I could blush, but it would be so awkward. And, do try not to get swallowed whole. If the beast were to fly about afterwards and poop it out, irony would dictate that it would land on me. I couldn't take it. Well then, I suppose this is it. Have fun storming the castle.
Are you ready? We have reached the battlefield at last. I have done nothing. You have carried us this far. Do not doubt that.
So here we part ways. You do not wish me to stand by you in the end? Oh, now you worry about my health. In truth, for a true friend such as yourself, I would gladly storm the Dark City itself. Do not doubt it. Let me wish you well, and may we shake hands again in victory when all of this is done.
Before we head after the Archdemon, I want to say something. I know Morrigan's... what she did is supposed to save us, but who knows if she can be trusted? Or if we'll even survive long enough to take that final blow. So I just want you to know that it's been an honor fighting by your side. Let's find this Archdemon then, and kick its ass.
So this is it? This is the end? We've come so far. It's strange knowing that all our fates will be decided in a matter of hours. We stand on the precipice before the greatest battle of our age. I wonder if the heroes of old ever felt like this. I am not afraid. We go to fight for a good cause, and there is nowhere else I would rather be. You are my dearest friend and my love. You lit my path through darkness, and I will stand with you to whatever end. This day, we will forge a legend of our own.
So we head into the city together. As it should be. Once this is done, no matter how it turns out, I will be gone. You are aware of this, yes? Then I would mourn you, would I not? Allow me to say only one thing before we go. I was foolish. This could have been so much easier, yet I cannot regret what was between us. I will always remember you, my love. Now, let us see this finally done. The Archdemon awaits.
It seemed the entire city was overrun. Less chance of bystanders there.
It looks like most of the townspeople escaped from the borderline.
I am listening. It doesn't have better thing on, then.
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive? Denerim is Ferelden's most important city, yes? This is the seat of power, the jewel in the crown of the king. She is Ferelden's heart. Her walls are strong, but within them lies so much beauty, just like the country and the people. Well, aren't you sweet and attentive?
You have something to say, do you? There is much to be done, and quickly. Do not waste your time on me.
Ask away. Of course.
Kill those godless bastards!
We're counting on you, Warden!
Make her watch over you!
am listening. Darkspawn, you slay them all!
It's you. The Maker sure gave you the gift of good timing, didn't he? There's a large group of Darkspawn approaching and the gates won't hold. We need your help. All right. I only hope there is time to...
They're breaking through!
Run! All of you! Run for your lives!
Darkspawn, straight ahead. I never liked this part. Let's end this. Come and get it.
shall be given.
Oh, you are fun. I can't keep this up. I can't keep this up.
We must gain the advantage.
I need to rest.
We must fight. Let us do it
I
quickly.
can't keep this up.
I do not think I will recover from this.
Like a brush with death to make you not like death.
I see them. Darkspawn. I can't keep this up.
I suppose my lessons are solution.
Alright, well, tip them. Most of it done.
Yes. Good. Another down. As we
Maker's breath. Watch out. There's Darkspawn over there. Come and get it. Ha! Let's end this. Oh, you are fun.
It's a fine thing we've done well together.
Another call to the pile. I see them. Victorious. Come and get it. Make a preserver. I am
Most
done.
excellent.
Can't keep this up. I need to rest him. Darkspawn, straight ahead. Let's make this quick. Be careful! It is done. I see them. Darkspawn. I'll try to be merciful. You forced our hands. All right, battle it is then. Enough. I can't keep this up. I need to rest him. So
mercy!
I am exhausted!
Hopefully you do not fight us before you want to
Continue.
Oh, you are bad enough. So exhausted. I can't wipe them out. I can't keep this up. Begin the onslaught. Run while you can.
Another battle, I
Oh,
see.
you are bad enough.
I need a moment of rest.
Ready! I need to rest soon.
You need help?
So exhausted.
I am ready. I cannot continue. I am exhausted. I need a moment of rest. I am exhausted.
You need me? I'm here. Watch out! There's Darkspawn over there. Let's end this! Watch out! They could preserve us! Let's make this quick! I'll try to be fast! What's that? Another call. Try not to look too incompetent. It's embarrassing! Is that all you've got? Alright, battle it is then! Come and get it! I am
rest! Good, another down! I cannot continue! I am exhausted! I cannot continue! I need a moment of rest! I am exhausted! I cannot continue! I am exhausted! I need a moment of rest! I will not fail. I cannot continue. Come, let us end this. More the fool's day. I need a moment of rest. I cannot continue. I need a moment of rest. I am exhausted. As you say. I need a moment of rest. I cannot continue. We must fight. Let us do it quickly. There is no glory in bloodshed. By the Maker. Cannot continue. I am exhausted. Foolish! I cannot continue. I am exhausted. I need a moment of rest. I cannot continue. I am exhausted. I need a moment of rest. I cannot continue. Quickly, we must fight. Get off. I am exhausted. Don't give them the advantage. I cannot continue. I am exhausted. Don't be a fool. I cannot continue. I need a moment of rest. I am exhausted. I cannot continue. I need a moment of rest. We must gain the advantage. Our skill has won the day. I am exhausted. I cannot continue. I need a moment of rest. I am exhausted. I need a moment of rest. I cannot continue. I need a moment of rest. Damn you. I am exhausted. I need a moment of rest. I cannot continue. Away with you! I am exhausted. I need a moment of rest. I cannot continue. Now we can rest. I am exhausted. Enough! I cannot continue. I am exhausted. Back. More the fool's day. Careful. I need a moment of rest. I am exhausted. Come, let us end this. I need a moment of rest. Quickly, we must fight. Don't give them the advantage. I am exhausted. I cannot continue. Good, another down.
That will leave a scar. That lasts.
I need a moment of rest.
Pleasant.
Nothing like a brush with death to make you not like death much.
Of course.
You saved many lives here today. Thank you. Please, take this. I pray it helps you in your coming battles. We have to go. May the Maker watch over you.
It's done. On my way. Mm-hmm.
Beware! A large group of Darkspawn have broken away from the battle! They're charging this way! They'll be here any minute!
Shall I send word that the gates are secured? Right away.
ask me anything.
As you say.
I see them. Darkspawn.
Yes.
Here they come. Another corpse in the pile. We are victorious again.
I'm here. I see them. Try not to look too incompetent. It's embarrassing.
Another down.
Is that all you got? Oh, you have got to be far. Poor bastard! Let's end this! I need to rest soon.
We must gain
Poor
the
bastard.
advantage!
I can't keep this up. I got it! I can't keep this up. I need to rest soon. Hey. Trap right ahead. Darkspawn straight
Enchantment? Enchantment! Enchantment?
Ask me anything. Mm-hmm. As you like. On my way. As you like.
I am listening.
Of course. Right away. Yes, of course.
I am yours.
Ask me anything. On my way. As you like. Mm-hmm. I'll do it. Yes, of course.
Enchantment?
Mm-hmm.
Enchantment? Enchantment?
As you like. Watch out. Make a reserve. Be careful!
Shall be done.
I'm here. I shall. It's done. Mm-hmm. I shall. On my way. Yes, of course. I'll do it. I shall.
I shall do it.
You need me? I'll do it.
Here I am. So be it.
My love. All right, right. As you wish.
And then, it was over. With the Archdemon dead, the Darkspawn horde quickly crumbled. Most fled back into the deep roads. They would remain a threat in the years to come, but the blight had been ended before it had truly begun. Ferelden had been saved, and the entire kingdom rose up to joyously greet its queen. Grey Wardens stood redeemed, and a new age had begun. But at what cost?
My friends, we are gathered to celebrate those responsible for our victory. Of those who stood against the Darkspawn siege of Denerim, there is one in particular who deserves commendation. The one who led the charge against the Archdemon and killed it remains with us still. An inspiration to all he saved that day. Ladies and gentlemen, may I formally present my betrothed, who shall soon be your king. Grey Warden, it is hard to imagine how you could have aided Ferelden more. I think it only appropriate that I return the favor. As a reward and as an engagement present, I offer you a boon of your choice. My father's Tairnir in Warren stands empty, as does his estate, and I gladly pass both on to you. Let it also be known that the Arling of Amaranthine, once the land of Arlhow, is now granted to the Grey Wardens. There they can rebuild, following the example of those who went before them. What are your plans? Will you remain with the Grey Wardens? My impression was that she didn't want to be found. But I understand. There is a group of eager Ferelden citizens waiting outside to get a look at their hero. I suggest you make at least a brief appearance before they storm the gate. Just tell the guard at the door when you are ready.
So, we made it. I'm impressed, aren't you? The odds were completely against one of us actually getting to the Archdemon. But of course you would make it. I knew you would. I guess Morrigan was telling the truth after all. About the ritual. The rest of the Grey Wardens haven't arrived yet from Morlaix. But they've already sent questions. What should I tell them? Then a Maleficar saved you and then ran off? I'm not sure you want that. Or Morrigan, or me even. No, I suppose I'll just keep that to myself. I can shrug and look stupid. It's a talent. Speaking of Morrigan, do you know where she went? I'm told she vanished right after the battle. No goodbyes or anything. I'm just concerned about what that ritual is going to cost eventually. At any rate, I'm looking forward to meeting the rest of the Grey Wardens when they come. We'll need to rebuild, right? And if I don't get the chance some other time, thanks. For everything. I'll let you get to your adoring public. They want to see the hero of Ferelden, and who am I to keep them waiting?
Allow me to offer you my personal congratulations, Warden. I must admit that while I did not share my father's pessimism regarding the Grey Wardens, I had my doubts that such a small number of you could be victorious. Yet here you are. The Maker smiles upon you, or so they are saying. Luck and destiny are two branches off the same tree. At any rate, I understand the preparations are underway for our wedding. It will only be a matter of weeks. Are you nervous? Good. I feel the same, I must confess. You are rather intimidating, after all. We will need to speak more on it, especially considering the fact that you do not intend to stay in Denerim. But that can wait. For now, enjoy the celebration. We can speak further when the day is done.
When I heard that my little brother was not only a Grey Warden, but also leading Ferelden into battle, I was surprised, to put it mildly. Father, he would have been so proud of you. I know I am. You've done good. I never made it to the battle at Ostagar. We were still scouting in the wilds when we were attacked by a party of Darkspawn. Most of my men were killed. I woke up 2 weeks later in a chastened hut, wounded and feverish. By the time I was able to sneak out of the wilds, you were already marching to Denerim. I tried to get word to High Ever. You can imagine what happened, I suppose. Yes, I'm trying not to think too much about them. Hal was a greedy, traitorous bastard. I just wish I'd been there to help you kill him. At least Amaranthine now belongs to the Grey Wardens. There's some justice in that, I think. I need to go back to High Ever. See if I can clean up the mess Hal made of it. I will see you soon, I hope. My little brother, marrying the Queen. All I can think is what Mother would have said about that. Take care of yourself, you hear? Or I'll find you and nag you like Mother did until you're ready to tear out your hair.
So it survived after all. My impression that all creatures made of flesh were hopelessly squishy was, premature. Well, it is going to die eventually. Just not right now. It has made me revise my opinion of its kind. My kind. I am, or at least was, a dwarf. A creature of flesh. I have to keep reminding myself that. In fact, I think I may even try to become one again. Wynne has offered to accompany me to Tevinter to speak with the mages there. The Circle of Minrathrus has the largest collection of arcane knowledge in Thedas. If it is possible to reverse this process, then the knowledge to do so will be there, or that is my hope. And if not, then I will keep looking. I have nothing if not time, yes? That is tempting, very tempting, but no, this is something I must do. I intend to return eventually, unless I finally decide to destroy all pigeons everywhere. That may take a while, but otherwise I will come back. If it happens to one day see a tiny little dwarf who appears very nervous of being squished, that will be me. Until then, I wish it well. You have been a fine friend.
So here we are. The conquering hero has won the day, and now he takes his bow and exits the stage. A fine ending. Aren't you getting married soon to a queen? There's a rumor. I suppose not. Once I might have felt differently, but life is too short. You know? I can't help now but think of my vision. Whether it was the Maker sending me to you or whatever, it was a good thing. I thought I was supposed to save you, to show you the way. But it seems it was meant to be the other way around. Odd how that works, no? I know. It's just very dramatic. I'll have to remember to write it down. So, if I heard right, you'll be leaving soon. Any room for an extra body on your travels? Good. I imagine that whatever you get up to will be anything but boring. At any rate, I should let you get back to your celebration before someone drags you away. I look forward to seeing you again afterwards.
I will be relieved when all this pomp and ceremony is done. Such events are perfect opportunities for assassins, after all. I can't help but expect the crows to appear at any moment, which would be a welcome break, mind you. You see? This is why I like you. Always game for a little fun. You know, it does occur to me that staying in one place is only going to invite the crows to find me that much quicker. While fun, that might eventually get complicated. You said earlier that you are planning on leaving soon. Is that true? You tend to get up to interesting things. You meet interesting people and then you kill them. I'm game to tag along if you are. And I promise not to get you into too much trouble. Well, no more than you get me into, anyhow. Well then, since we're going to be leaving together, we can speak after you have been sufficiently paraded in front of the populace. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on you and make sure no one gets a clear shot. Not without paying me a great deal of coin, anyhow.
The hero of Ferelden. My. How does it feel? Anora's idea, I understand. The girl does like to get to the point. But it's not so bad, is it? A blight defeated with the other nations barely becoming aware. Who could ask for better? I don't think many heroes ever do. I'm glad not to be on the receiving end of all this attention myself. I say, let the young have their fame. Not that I've gone without notice. Irving asked me to take over as first enchanter, but I don't wish to go back. Not after all this. Instead, I've decided to travel. Shale has expressed a desire to go to Devinter to look into a way to regain her mortality. And I will join her. It's true, I don't know how much time I have. maybe not very long at all. So, I shall see as much of the world as the Maker allows. Perhaps this is a gift in the end. A nudge in the right direction? I doubt we will meet again, young man. If not, please accept my best wishes.
Humans have a better taste for spirits than I thought. The ale up here is actually good. Orzammar ale tastes like dirt in comparison. Probably because they put dirt in it. Go figure. For now. They may have already branded me a surfacer back home anyhow. I'm getting used to that big sky up there. And I'm thinking I might just look up Felsi again. See where that goes. Maybe, for a bit. Talk to me in a year or so when I'm bored, and maybe I'll think differently. Ah, well, enough babbling. That pot-bellied son of a whore Tegan said I'd pass out before drinking an entire barrel of pickle juice. I aim to prove him wrong. Who, me? It's been good traveling with you, Warden. Don't get lost in the shuffle now.
It is good to see you again, Kadan. These people, they call you hero. It is a strange word, but I think I understand its meaning. The Arishok on occasion has declared a Kunari to be Kunoran Vel, one who serves as an example to others. Such examples are always made after their death, however, a death in service to the Kyun. A living Kunoran Vel would be too proud. When a Kunoran Vel is declared, certainly. It is one of few occasions when the Kunari are permitted to engage in revelry. There is imbibing of spirits, public chanting, meditations abandoned. It is madness. Yes. Were I too weak to protect myself, I suppose I would also be vastly relieved to have a hero save the day. I suppose I should tell you. I have decided to return to my people. Your quest is done, and thus so is my reason for accompanying you. And I to you, strangely enough. It must be said. You found my sword and gave me a chance to restore my honor. I owe you a great debt. It has. That one of the Baz, a foreigner, would become known as Kadan to me. Unthinkable. Yet here it is. Perhaps I shall see you again one day. Until then, may you always find the path you seek. Farewell, Kadan.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Warden.
Can you believe that so much work has already been done to rebuild? It's amazing. It is a pleasure to meet you,
Warden.
Are you ready, my lord? The crowds outside are getting restless. Just put in an appearance, so I understand it. The people just want to see their hero in person. I'm supposed to take you to your escort, full brigade, their armor all shined up and everything. They're really honored to be guarding you, let me tell you. Right. I'll take you there now. Follow me.